What's going on YouTube? It's Payout Pete here, back with another trade review. We're still in price discovery mode. We're building out new volume profile in this new all-time high for NQ. And so I don't have any yellow zones marked yet high time frame wise for pivot areas as the profile is still developing. So I'm leaning on intraday structure. And what we have here today is we're just building higher and higher and holding higher lows above key MGI. So we lost overnight low, regained it back above previous day high. And this is where I look to trade my first long attempt of the day, try to get to IB high break. Right around here, it's absorbing. Sellers are coming into previous day high and they can't seem to crack it. But I don't have the confidence to execute yet because I haven't seen any buying. I'm starting to see if this guy here who slammed 100 something lots, 140 lots here earlier, is going to step in again. And so I'm still waiting to see if these guys that get absorbed here are going to get it reversed and we go higher. But I still don't see the bid or the activity that I want to see yet, so I haven't put a limit order out yet. I think right around here, pace picks up a little bit. Now it's slapping the ass. Price is lifting. But yeah, I didn't see the activity I wanted to see at the price I wanted to see it. So I didn't place a limit order yet in until I saw that activity just then. But by now, the price is already ripped up. And I don't think it's coming back here. I leave my limit order out just in case, there's a little spike down that can pick me up. But I think eventually we just move on to the next trade here. I'm leaning longs on today just because of the price action. We're just forming higher highs and higher lows, building volume higher. And we're going to fast forward here a little bit. We crack IB high. We're building above. So now I'm looking to go for a IB high break and retest to break overnight high. Right around here, it doesn't quite get to IB high. It's selling. And then I think pretty quickly here, this thing just reverses and doesn't really give me a chance to get long here. Essentially, this 1 minute candle opens and it just bids straight back up. So we're just sitting on hands here, waiting to see if price comes back and the same bid activity shows. And if it does, then we'll long it. What I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for selling that stops moving price back down. So right now, this is the first buy attempt of IB high, right? So they're buying it. Let's see if they continue to buy it when price comes back down. And I think right around here, we get a slight pullback. Trying to see if sellers are trying to get back within the IB and trade back down below through the range, because we're still within Globex range right now. We're trading under overnight high. So price coming back down. I still don't see any, I don't see a seller that gets, stuck, or essentially, yeah, I don't see a seller getting stuck here yet, so I'm not confident enough to execute yet. I think right about here, a seller attempt kind of swoops in, slaps the bid, and price slides down really rapidly. Right now, right there, someone slammed almost 48 lots right there, and price stalled. So now I got my eye. I'm looking along it now, but I'm so hesitant. I don't know. I honestly should have just longed it right there. That was sort of the activity I was waiting on, but I didn't long it until I saw major buying step in. We kind of melt up a little bit before I have my mouse cursor hovered over that price point right now, but honestly, as soon as I saw that activity, I should have probably limited in. I think I don't really place my limit order until price already moves about 10-15 points above where I would have wanted to enter. And so again, this was just another trade that it just wasn't easy to get involved in this long. So I continue to sit on hands here. Gonna fast forward here a little bit. 10x speed. Right around here, I think, is when I place my limit order. Because I think we still have ledgy highs. The volume profile, it's not very tapered, so I'm convinced I think we still go and break overnight high. And so I'm looking along it still. Place a limit order out at the price that I wanted at like maybe 2 minutes ago. And somewhere during this trade idea, I'm realizing that I am now going to long a lower high off of overnight high where there was significant order flow activity at 7:36 a.m. And so buyers stepped in here. They slammed 100 lots on this previous candle and they got nowhere, and price is now trading back within the middle of this mini distribution. And so and again, I'm longing a lower high off of overnight high. And so I don't like this trade as much. I was hoping it would pull back before that spike up and tap me in, but now this is sort of like a different trade because I'm longing a lower high. And I believe I pulled this trade off. That's a lower high. So right around here is when I realized, okay, I'm longing against a lower high, so I think I got to peel it, or I get a really greedy entry where I can, maybe they'll spike the IB high, or they'll spike into the IB high, or slam it into IB high and then rip it is my idea for this long trade. But I think ultimately I pull it off because I just don't want to be involved in this shit anymore. And right around now, we chopped in this area for about like 20 minutes and we built out this distribution in the 280s to the 310s. And it's looking a little bit scary now because if the buyers don't make a new high, we might sell down. And underneath us, we have thin volume all the way to 240. This is a trade one of my buddies XY takes. I think he would take. So it looks like this to me. I'm not sure, this is his exact setup, but it's looking like it to me. So I'm entirely sitting on hands here. I'm not looking for longs anymore until we get back into that 5-minute demand in the blue zone. Eventually, price does sell back all the way down to this blue zone, this 5-minute demand area that I had marked from earlier in the day. And I'm looking for longs down here, no longer looking for longs above PD high and IB high. And when it comes down, it just rips up. There was just zero chance that I would have gotten filled here. Price came down, very reactive, and market just rips up. So I just wait. I sit on hands for another like 30 minutes. Price comes back into this area on, I believe, news that the blockade was not going to be canceled. And I'm seeing this guy right here. I have my limit order marked exactly where the 100 lot bid stepped in. I leave a limit order there, and then I get tagged in here long. This is the guy that I'm sort of hiding behind, hoping that price will eventually just move up from where he got long. And yeah, now we're in this thing. I traded half size here just because of the recent news, and the market can be very whippy, and I don't want to have full size on in this sort of environment. And so it's just wiggling around my price now. I'm moving some TPs to 2R and then one at around 3R. And my last one is at an imbalance area that I wanted to, that I'll show you guys later. Those TBs you see me moving earlier right there, those are my flex accounts, my eval accounts that I wanted to peel off as soon as I hit the 3,000 profit target. So we're in this thing now. We're sitting in this, and we're just waiting for. See, there was just a massive spike there that took out my half my size at 2R. Gonna speed it up here just because we're just sitting in this thing waiting for it to hit our TPs at previous day high, as well as right underneath IB high. I think it gets close to previous day high here and kind of rejects a little bit. So I just pull it off a little bit earlier. Right there, that spike up that didn't take out my TP. I move it down a couple points. That's 3 off. I have one left for this imbalance area right up here above IB high. This that red box up there is where there's a bunch of sellers that really slammed it. I decided not to wait for it. That's it for me, boys. Thanks for watching. Dropping more content soon. I took a little bit of a hiatus because I blew up a shitload of accounts. And I'm back on some funded accounts here. trying to get my mental right, so I didn't put out any content. A couple of weeks, last 2 weeks of trading, I blew up about 3 funded accounts, and we're back on the grind to get that get 5 funded accounts again. I just passed 2 flexes here, and $267 on the funded pro. Stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching, y'all.